Maybe I forget and my heart starts vanishing, and suddenly I see that I can't break free. I'm slipping through the cracks of a dark eternity with nothing but my pain and the paralyzing agony to tell me who I am, who I was. Uncertainty enveloping my mind till I can't break free. And maybe it's a dream, maybe nothing else is real, but it wouldn't mean a thing if I told you how I feel. So I'm tired of all the pain, of the misery inside, and I wish that I could live feeling nothing but the night. You could tell me what to say, you could tell me what to do, but I doubt that I would care, and my heart would never know. If I make another move, there'll be no more turning back, because everything will change and it all will fade to black. Will tomorrow ever come? Will I make it through the night? Will there ever be a place for the broken in the light? Am I hurting? Am I sad? Should I stay or should I go? I've forgotten how to tell. Did I ever even know? Can I take another step? I've done everything I can. All the people that I see, I will never understand.
Why am I so frustrated?
Ragna?
Noelle?
So you're here in Ikaruga too, Ragna? You're soaking wet. You'll catch a cold. Let's go over there for now and get out of the rain. Gosh, you're freezing all over. Isn't there something I could dry you off with?
Finally found you. I've been searching all over the place for you. I have a favor to ask, Noelle. You've got to come with me.
What? Hey, Ragna! That hurts! Don't pull on me!
We've got to get out of here.
Ragna, you're hurting me! Please, let go! Let go!
No! You have to come with me! Ugh!
Whoa, what's all this? Your game is a little off there, isn't it, pal? Don't you know how to treat a woman? I'm gonna need you to take your hands off my lady here.
Kagura! Wait, your lady?
I've been looking for you, Noelle, babe. Wandered all over the damn place for you. Don't make me worry about it.
What do you want? Don't interfere!
Oh, wow, that's a good line. Like you're really the victim here. And I'm the main character, so, as promised, get up, pal. I'm gonna beat you like the beta you are.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You don't have any idea who you're messing with, do you? You're gonna be crying like a baby after I'm through with you.
Another great line. I'm sure I'll be sobbing on the floor. Come on, Mike. You're going down. Rock the luggage.
Look at you, cocky little...
Okay, normally I don't talk to you in the versus lines, but... Bring it, Kagura! Who's the beta bitch? I've been in it since that fucking Calamity Trigger! You just shut up! Get your hands off of my woman!
Action!
You're a lady, my ass! Okay, right. Okay, you shag. No. Fuck.
I don't believe this!
Come on, Ragnar the Blood Edge. Just tell me the truth. You gave yourself the Grim Reaper nickname, right?
I can't argue, you kicked my ass. I'm still gonna argue with Mick. You bastard.
Don't underestimate me, prick.
I clearly overestimated you. This is gonna ruin my game.
Then as promised, this should make you regret ever starting this. Restriction 666 released. Dimensional interference field deployed. What? Right on. It won't move.
Rodney.
You.
Focus, buddy. I had such high expectations for this encounter, and it was such a bust.
Truly a foolish man. I assume you agree.
I'm not so sure. Seemed to me like a very interesting performance.
Oh, are you able to find some amusement in farce? That is not particularly suited to my tastes.
A person dancing their own form will never fail to be exquisite. Especially that dark one. He is a flower of his own. Your assessment of him is a little harsh.
I'm always very tolerant of people. My assessment is accurate.
Whatever. By the way, I'm not one to talk, my dear. But don't you think you're getting a little too involved? At some point, that involvement is going to bite you right in the butt.
The caution is not unappreciated. But this is my modus operandi. There's no need to fret on my behalf.
No one's fretting. Might I remind you, I only want to witness the dance. If that serves my purpose, then at times, I will dance. Well, I can't be whiling away my time here. That darling Carl ran away from me, and I was in the middle of chasing him.
You're pursuing him again?
I don't give up on things easily, my dear. Goodbye, darling.
Wow. Quite the view from where I am. Never thought in a million years I'd see Ragnar the Blood Edge thrown in a jail cell, all by his lonesome.
Shut up. What the hell are all of you doing lined up like a freak show? Is the circus in town?
I didn't think you were much of a man when I saw you in town, but now that I've gotten a look at you down here, you're quite a specimen. That room really suits you.
You bastard. I didn't even lose that fight. I'm gonna kill you next time. We can even continue where we left off right now.
Ragnar, please calm down.
Oh man, Ragnar, every line is a classic. Where did you find this guy? I can't get enough of him.
We aren't friends, asshole. Who the hell are you?
Kagura, please don't tease Ragnar.
Kagura? Kagura the Black Friggin' Knight Kagura?
Just let that name pass from your memory. Seriously, Celica Bay, what's so great about this guy? I'm way more alpha than he is.
That isn't something you get to decide, kid.
That he's kind, that you can rely on him, and that he'll keep his promises. There are lots of other things, too.
Whoa, you answered that right away. It was a serious answer. You hear that, Ragnar? Even a beta can get love.
Take your jokes somewhere else. Why am I still in this damn prison anyways?
Because you're a wanted felon, and a rebel to boot. Or have you forgotten your own criminal record? I may be going out on a limb here, but are you a little slow?
What?
Really though, you should be grateful we haven't had time to schedule an execution yet. Traitors to the NOL are beheaded, you know.
How can I thank you enough?
Execute? Is that true, Kagura? Please, Kagura, stop this. He's the reason I'm still alive. Ragnar is blunt and can sometimes be easily misunderstood, but deep down, I think he's definitely a good person.
Looks like you got a fan club, Ragnar.
This is literally the most embarrassing moment of my life. Please, just kill me.
Oh, come on, you guys. I'm not gonna kill him. I still have a use for him after all.
Thank you so much, Kagura. Isn't that a relief, Ragnar?
Wait a damn minute, that's not a relief. And if you think I'm doing anything for you, Kagura, you've got another thing coming.
Hey, whatever you want, hot stuff. Sooner or later, you'll have to hear me out. By the way, babe, what happened to Makoto?
Makoto and I got split up on the way. She's probably still searching for Tsubaki.
I see. Then Noelle, baby, you better stay here for a while. I'll do something about Makoto. That includes Tsubaki too, of course.
But Tsubaki needs...
I know Tsubaki needs Makoto's and Noelle's love, but it won't do to have you split up. Understood?
But...
I'm worried about her too. Tsubaki and I go way back. I just need some time. 2 days should be enough. Then I'll help you get to Tsubaki. Trust me. It's a promise.
Okay, Kagura. I'll be waiting.
Ragnar, I hope you're paying attention. There'll be a quiz later.
Shut up. So why did you lock up Ragna anyways?
All of Ikaraga is tense from the Imperator's phenomena intervention. I already told you I've taken anti-phenomena intervention steps in the basement. Down there you can prevent some of the interference. Ragna will have time to cool off, too.
You don't say.
What about you? What are you planning to do about Tsubaki Yayoi?
What am I planning to do? There's nothing I can do.
So you just talked big in front of everyone like that?
Calm down. You heard me tell Noelle, didn't you? That Tsubaki needs their love. So all I'm gonna do is set up the location. After that, these people will work something out. Right, Jenny?
Don't call me that. It leaves a bad aftertaste.
Wait, who was it? Isn't that what they called you back when you were a student?
That was then, this is now. More importantly, I can trust what you've said, right?
Just leave it to me. How's progress on your end, Hibiki?
The Colosseum's preparations are currently going according to the timetable. It is taking some time to bring in the cables, but it will be complete in 2 days' time.
How many people do you have on Tsubaki?
12 people at all times, monitoring her 24 hours a day at the ready. Of course, she's already aware of them.
I see. 2 days then. Leave 4 of them. Have the rest head to the Colosseum. If you do that, Tsubaki will go there.
Why be so indirect about it? Couldn't you simply call her over and be done with it?
How? Who's gonna give her the message? As soon as we contact her directly, Hazama will easily find out. So will the Imperator, of course. She's got her curse. What's it called? And Tsubaki's eyes. She's being observed. But that's why we need our little songbird to enter our cage voluntarily. The trap isn't secret anyways.
Professor Kokonoe, we borrowed some of your anti-intervention equipment and are installing it in the Colosseum. When used at full power, we've estimated that we can disrupt their observation for roughly 1 hour. It will probably be difficult for us to return it undamaged, so we apologize in advance.
Keep in mind, kids, that equipment has a pretty high deposit if it gets damaged.
I'll deduct any costs off your tab for renting the basement.
Also, we have 4 people following Makoto Namiya. What would you like to do?
I'll swing by later. There's something I need to check on anyway.
Oh, so you've already found her then? Tell me these things sooner. I've had Tager out tailing her.
Don't underestimate our organization. Even if it's Makoto, give us 1 day and we can discern her location at the very least. Catching her, though, that's more difficult. Anyway, leave that to me. That's the plan, Jenny. Just 2 more days.
Understood. What's left is him.
Where are you going, Major Kisaragi?
Seriously, can I lift a finger without it being reported?
We've got preparations to take care of. We don't just want you going around and doing anything conspicuous is all. Oh, and don't go to the basement. That's an order.
I'll never see eye to eye with him. Well, I better be getting back to my lab.
Major Kisaragi's just as he always is.
Yeah, but the fact that he's considering cooperating with others means that he's matured, even if it's only a little bit. Well, we better make sure we take care of things on our end so he doesn't get even more pissed off. That's all up to us, though.
I'll handle the location on my own. You just worry about Makoto.
Roger. By the way, what's Noelle doing?
She's resting in a separate building. We can't have her meet with Major Kisaragi.
Good job. You get 5 points.
I don't need them. Also, Colonel, about this branch's electricity bill, I had the money withdrawn from your personal bank account.
Whoa, whoa. Hang on, are you serious?
I know I'm not in a place to say, but it was an astronomical amount. I can't begin to imagine what in the world you could possibly use that much electricity on.
I can't begin to imagine why in the world you would know my bank account number.
This place certainly is a bit cold. Now, what's his move gonna be?
I see. Looks like I've been summoned here.
I figured if I simply made myself strongly aware of this place, you would come.
Interesting, Jin Kisaragi. Indeed, my legs mysteriously led me here. By will, it seems. You are using it well, the power of order. So, state your business.
Being called that by you is irritating, but no matter. I have something I want to ask you. First, I want to change conjecture to confidence. Draw your sword, Hakumen. We will talk afterward.
I never thought you would challenge me to a duel. I will face you. This will be educational.
Watching it more closely now, I think I see it.
What's wrong? If you won't advance, then I shall.
The Wheel of Fate is turning. Rebel 1. Action.
Okay, I refuse to lose. No, I already lost against fucking Kagura. I'm not losing twice. No. Okay, that's bad. I was trying to do a projectile. Like, Hakumen's range is so there. Okay, so Yuki honestly seems to be reasonably sealed. There. There we go, we're getting somewhere now. Right. I don't have the health to do this the right way, so a little bit of that. Freezing on when he approaches. No, come on. We're a bit even. Damn it, freeze. This. This. Jet up. Nope, freeze. See that. Phew. I refuse to lose again.
You have trained this one well, Cat.
As I thought. Crossing swords with you feels like looking into a mirror.
When did you notice?
Listening to your words and watching your actions, it's hard not to. That, and the cat never once told me to go looking for you.
You said you had something you wanted to ask me.
I have two. The first is about the sealed weapon Izayoi. Tell me everything you know about it.
The sealed weapon Izayoi. I trust you're already aware of its existence as the Murakumo unit prototype.
Yes. And the cat told me that it evolves.
Evolves. It may be more accurate to say that it is released.
Released?
The current state of Izayoi is the pupil state, or chrysalis as it were. Its subsequent form is called Zero-type Izayoi. When it is released, it will assume that form and be able to demonstrate its primary power as an anti-observer weapon.
What exactly is that primary power?
In the form of the sealed weapon Izayoi, its power is to be a shield that prevents intervention or observation. The Zero-type Izayoi, by contrast, is a pipe whose power is the immortal breaker, the power to slay those who are outside of logic. With the released Zero-type Izayoi, one could even send Rachel Alucard to the grave.
I see. Seems the Izayoi has a very interesting power. And how do you break someone free from the curse?
To simply say that its power is merely interesting. How quickly one can get accustomed to such things. Listen, Jin Kisaragi. Izayoi has never had Tsubaki Yayoi in its thrall.
What?
Who was it that sought power? The Imperator's curse is merely supplementing Izayoi's control. Think back and consider carefully what has happened. You'll see that the answer will naturally come to you. Our discussion about Izayoi ends here. Well, what was your other question?
Which phase are you from? Which version of me are you?
Unfortunately, I do not know the answer to that question, or even if it can be answered.
Let me rephrase the question then. Did Noelle Vermillion exist in your timeline?
I do not believe she did. I never knew Noelle Vermillion, even in this region of Icaraga. In my timeline, it was annihilated.
And Hazama?
What about Hazama?
Did he exist in your timeline?
He should have. Why?
Was that the real Hazama?
What are you plotting?
So, then who was Hazama in that timeline? Was that Yuki Terumi? If so, then where was Hazama?
It appears I have no further answers for you.
Hakumen,
What is it?
you asked earlier, who was it that sought power? Then why did you seek that power?
Because I could not accept my weakness. I could not accept defeat.
Weakness, huh?
Noelle, where did you go? Oh, this place is... Ibukita Ruins. That's right. Wasn't I here 2 months ago? That was pretty rough. It would have been really bad if Rachel hadn't been there.
Turn around and do not look at the sky. Nope.
Noellers.
Lieutenant Makoto Nanya, I've been searching for you.
Tsubaki, I've been looking everywhere for you. Where have you been?
Looking for me? I'm the one who's been seeking you. Even so, my information lines up exactly. Quite frankly, I'm astonished.
The intel checks out. No, there's no time for that now. Tsubaki, leave the NOL and come with me. The NOL is definitely up to something fishy.
Funny you should say that. Words of a felon. And what, pray tell, is the NOL doing that's fishy?
Tsubaki, do you know what happened during the Icaraga Civil War? On the surface, it seems like it was a war of independence, started by Icaraga. But it's actually a war that the NOL caused. It's true that at that time, the Icaraga Federation was complaining to the NOL that they wanted to be acknowledged as autonomous. But they weren't trying to start a war. They were trying to settle it through talks and diplomacy. But the NOL started a war because that was the Imperator's will. That's the only reason they did it. You despise war, Tsubaki. Do you know what the Imperator's words were back then? She said, the more death, the better. Icaraga pleaded over and over for a ceasefire, but the NOL wouldn't listen to them at all. Not once did they try to stop the war, and the whole time they used the excuse that it was all for the Imperator, even though so many people had already died. That's why they would do something so absurd. Tsubaki, can you honestly say that the NOL, that the Imperator is in the right?
Makoto, you seem to be misunderstanding something.
Misunderstanding?
The NOL... No, all life on this world exists for the Imperator. If those lives are spent for the sake of the Imperator, then they should consider it a great honor. They are insects. Your passionate words mean nothing. Makoto Nanya, wasn't it? Yes, what I seek for the sum of all things in the universe. Death.
Huh? Who is... Tsubaki?
This is my final advice to you. Return to the NOL, Lieutenant Makoto Nanya. If you do not, I shall show no restraint in dealing your punishment.
Wait a second. What was that just now? Tsubaki, it is you, isn't it?
Indeed. You're acting strange, Makoto. I thought I would make a bit of an allowance for the sake of an old friend. But if you will not heed my advice, I will deal you your judgment here and now.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. As far as, like, are you really Tsubaki? She's wearing all black.
The wheel of fate is turning.
I mean, I wear all black all the time, but I'm not possessed. I just wear black.
Action.
There's a big difference between the two people that we're talking about. Anyway, Bam Squirrel Power is gonna be the answer, so we're just gonna deal with it. Grab her. That didn't work. Come at me. Nope. Somehow that happened. That worked too. Alright, come on. Give Squirrel Power a little bit of a bite. Come on, little bite. He's really good at counter grabbing. Nope. Squirrel Power isn't working. There. Squirrel Power. Give up.
Tsubaki.
Is that all, Lieutenant Makoto Nanya? Very well. That's quite enough. Be still. I will end this.
Well, I think this has gone far enough.
Kagawa? Chronomitsuki, what are you doing here?
Yes. Thank you very much for your referral. I'll make sure to enjoy. Take Lieutenant Makoto Nanaya here into custody. You're free to return to your task of apprehending Roger the Bloodage.
Excuse me? What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Come with me, Lieutenant Makoto Nanaya.
Being the lord of the region must leave you with a lot of time.
I have a lot of good subordinates. They make things easy for me. I make sure to keep my boots on the ground and try their jobs as well. I'm the chief of the duodecim after all. And the Imperator's orders are absolute, right? This is a letter of imperial decree.
This is the Imperator's seal, no doubt about it. But, Colonel Mitsuki, is this really from the Imperator?
Are you questioning this? You've gotten mighty arrogant, haven't you? I received the Imperator's decree and came here. Lieutenant Tsubaki Yagura, remember what we said.
The Imperator's will overrides all other commands.
Right. So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to take in the traitor. Hey, shut up and start walking, traitor.